Hi, how is Mercury retrograde treating you? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. We're going to talk about Aquarius in this video. Um, I feel like Mercury retrograde has been okay for me so far. And this is day 4. And it's my day off. So I always say, if you have a bad day off, it's going to be a shitty day, you know? And I haven't had a bad day off. So let's see. Let's talk about Aquarius. Let's talk about Aquarius. Let's get all the things out of the way. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Also, I enabled memberships, but I'm going to do a whole video on exactly how I'm going to do the memberships. So expect that to come in the very near future. I think I'll probably wait until after Mercury retrograde to even really make the video about it and decide exactly what I will provide. I have some ideas. But yeah, let's just talk about Aquarius. So, if you like tarot, if you're an Aquarius, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. So I'll take a collective sigh of relief that we are here, that we did make it to this point in life and in Mercury retrograde. But let's talk about this week. Let's talk about this upcoming week for the astrological sign of Aquarius. Let's talk about the astrological sign of Aquarius. The astrological sign of Aquarius. This week, what do I need to tell Aquarius about this week? What do I need to tell Aquarius about this week? The Ace of Swords. I need to tell you the truth. Okay, 4 of Cups reversed. Okay, so we're getting to the pretty hardcore truth. The pretty serious truth. The truth about what makes you happy. The truth about what you want. Are you telling yourself the truth? Are you lying to yourself and telling yourself that you're happy with something when you're not really happy with something? Are you telling yourself that if you don't have something and it doesn't come your way, it's going to be okay? Are you faking it till you make it with a little slight discontent? If you are, we need to stop that. The universe isn't on a budget. Ask for more. That's my newest favorite quote. Universe isn't on a budget, so ask for more. So, Knight of Swords, communications. 2 of Cups reversed, so some kind of person, some kind of... I was going to say courtship, but it's not even... I mean, it's kind of like a courtship type phase situation. It could be... It doesn't have to be like romantic, though. It could be friends. It could be somebody that you meet and initially you have a great amount of chemistry with. And the thing is, this thing, it hasn't gone on. Okay, it may have gone on for a long time. Like, you may be chronically getting together and making plans, but never actually moving forward with the plans. Like, that part. It's not growing. It's a situation that's not really growing. And so you've got the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy. There's some communication going on. There's some fast messages going on in regards to this situation. Tell me more. Somebody's probably telling the truth. Okay. The Devil, Capricorn energy, but, it fell down, face down. So I'm going to go ahead and say that there are some... There's some things that you've been noticing. Some things that you've been noticing, and you've been kind of like keeping a little note. You've been doing your research on this situation. You've been saying, okay, oh, they did this thing. Or, oh, they made this comment. Or, oh, they said they wanted to do this, and then nothing ever happened. And you're kind of keeping a list. You had the lines of communication open up until now, but you're making a list. And now you're communicating it. You're communicating the truth. And you know what's behind the Page of Swords, behind all the research? Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Okay? The Nine of Cups. That's your dream come true. That's the thing that Aquarius ultimately wants. So that is in the back of Aquarius's mind this week. And it has been up until this week. It's still in the back of Aquarius's mind. It's going to be there until it's realized, you know? It is. But I think Aquarius, this week, somehow you're feeling the energy, the power, the ability, the eloquence to speak on it, to say it out loud. Now, the devil fell face down, and the devil is the devil. You know? I mean, look, he keeps this man and this woman bound to him, you know, and they can take their little chain necklaces off. They can take their chain collars off. Their arms aren't bound. Their legs are not bound together, you know. They can run away. They can remove themselves from this situation. But they keep themselves there. Usually with a vice. Vices, you know? Drinking, drugs, partying, indulgent behaviors, obsessive behaviors. You know, they are chained because they're so busy focused in that energy of being addicted, because it's very much addicted energy, that they waste all of their time and they don't accomplish anything else. And it looks like Aquarius has been really paying attention to where they are actually making accomplishments and where they are wasting time. So Aquarius is communicating to someone where they've been wasting time, you know, and what they want, what they realize, what they've noticed, what they see to be true, what they have like concrete, factual evidence of this has been true. This is what's going on. Communicating that. It might seem harsh because it's going to be very honest. But just because it's very honest doesn't mean that it's harsh. And it also doesn't mean that it has to go in a bad way. It can be communicated very eloquently. It can be communicated very factually, informatively, and depending on who Aquarius is communicating this to, it very well has the ability and the possibility to be received in the same energy. You know, someone could take it and receive it in a positive way and say, you know what? Oh my gosh, I didn't really notice this, and you're right. What can I do to change this? Or how can I alter this so that, you know, I can change your perception of me? It can happen that way. We'll find out if it's going to happen that way, but it might not. It might. I don't know. The Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So there's a lot of confusion, and there's like a lot of things that are wanting to be accomplished. Like, I feel like there's a person who is just, and maybe the person that Aquarius is communicating this to, this person is like chronically making plans. This person is in shadow mode, no less. Making plans. Looking at a bunch of dreams. But looking at a bunch of dreams in shadow mode. And whenever I say they're in shadow mode, I mean like they're not in the positive, clear self that says, I can do that. I need to do steps A, B, and C to get there. No, this person is like very disconnected from the dreams and the possibilities that they could achieve. This person is kind of in a darkness while they are talking about everything that they want to do and everything that they could do. It's a possibility that you go to school with this person. It's a possibility that you work with this person, like you do some kind of a training with someone. You know, it's the Three of Pentacles. So maybe there's a lot of talk about going to school and learning things and building things. But it never materializes. That's the thing. It never materializes. Okay, so the Six of Wands sideways, there's some secrecy. There's an element of secrecy in this situation. And the Fool. Okay, so, you know, usually I see the Fool as like really exciting, brand new energy. You know, excited, hopeful. It's full of bright yellow. But also, there's those like icy ass mountain peaks off to like just behind the Fool. And he's about to walk off a cliff into them. You know, he's looking to the sky. He's so excited. Head up in the clouds type energy, not paying attention to where he's walking. And he's about to walk off a cliff. So I'm really getting the sense that Aquarius, you're kind of wanting to like take yourself away from a situation. You're kind of trying to diplomatically pull yourself away and kind of not be seen by this person or this group of people that is not really growing with you. And I think Aquarius, I don't think it's because you're really happy and hopeful. I think it's because you don't want to be a fucking fool. That's what I get from this card this time. That's the energy I get. I think you don't want to be making a fool's decision or taking a fool's journey. Because you have a lot of education and you have a lot of life experience and wisdom, and you don't need to take a fool's journey right now. Judgment reversed, and the page, or not page, the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you're deciding that you don't want to do something. You're telling this person you're deciding you don't want to do something. You are saying, no, we're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to do it. Okay, we're not going to. And guess what? The thing that I think that they were telling you were going to do together, I think they were telling you it was the Ace of Pentacles, but actually you are capable of creating the Ace of Pentacles moment without them. And by telling them, no, I'm not going to do this with you, you are creating that Ace of Pentacles moment for yourself. Four of Wands and the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of things to do. There's two number fours. There's the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, so you've got a house. You've got a place to live. You don't need a roommate. You don't need to like find somewhere else to go. You've got stability. It's exciting. You are happy there. There is a happiness that coexists inside of your home with you. You are not feeling under the weather. You are not feeling overwhelmed with exhaustion. And it's a possibility that you're getting to the point where you're going to need to be doing a lot more work, possibly in your home. You know, maybe to get to this Ace of Pentacles moment, to achieve that experience that you were thinking you needed someone else to help you with, that someone else was telling you they were going to help you with, but it wasn't growing, you're going to need to be doing a little bit more work on your own and a little bit more work in your home. That's okay. You can do that. Okay, so the Ace of Wands sideways kind of fell over here next to the Devil card. So the Devil card, he also was the only card that fell out face down. So he's obviously, I mean, in true Devil fashion, he is not wanting you to really see who he is. He's wanting to keep his intentions hidden from you, of course. Because you're intelligent. You're intelligent and you're not evil. So if he were to actually show himself, be like, yeah, I'm the devil, what's up? Let's make a plan. Would you say yes? No, you wouldn't. So he wants to keep himself hidden. But you figured it out. You figured it out. Also, the Ace of Wands sideways, like I said, it fell over here with him. So you're not wanting to make or take any action with him. You actually are kind of coming to the realization that, duh, I've been trying to make this plan with basically the devil. And the devil just likes to lie. He's the master of illusion. He's the master of illusion. So he's probably been telling me that he is taking all this action, going to take all this action, going to do this amazingly powerful thing. And he never had any intention of doing that whatsoever. Never, ever. It was not going to happen to begin with. And you've kind of just like wasted a little bit of time. And that's okay. Because you're going to get more time. You know, that's the blessing. We woke up today. That's the blessing. Okay? Ace of Pentacles still on the bottom of the deck. Now we have one more card that is face down. Strength sideways. So this card is actually in the other deck behind the Nine of Cups. It's there also. Strength reverse. And the Four of Wands is reversed behind that. I feel like this is somebody who is possibly wanting to try to get you to like move your house, move your home. Merge it with this person, and this person is incredibly manipulative. This person is incredibly weak. This person is very weak. Like, this person might actually also be a Leo. It's a possibility. We are getting very close to Leo season, so it could be the fact that they were really trying to make something happen with you for like the end of summer. Either way, this person, it's good that you're having this discussion. And it's good for me to get in front of this camera and to send this message that you need to really solely continue to focus on your truth. Because your truth does lead to an Ace of Pentacles. Your truth does lead to your happiness, and your truth leads to your Nine of Cups. It leads to your wish fulfillment. It leads to the whatever you want in life, your biggest dream. It leads to that. And it's possible with you. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else. You can do this. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of work. But that's okay. I mean, I feel like all good things are not easy. Sometimes good things are easy. Sometimes they are. But you've got this. You've got this. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to post this. And of course, I'm going to go live on Wednesday. But I'm definitely going to try to record another video in the meantime. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're had a great weekend. I hope you're making it just fine. And I hope that this message was helpful. And I will see you in the next video.